Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, everybody. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So, obviously, I saw something that Travis said. I saw something that Travis said in the comments in the live chat during the premiere that I thought was very interesting. So I'm going to be definitely talking about that. Hi, Angela. Hello, Rhonda. I made it to Utah. I did. Yeah. Good evening, all. Greetings. Greetings, Cindy. Hello, Kathy. It's going good, DSP. Cool talking about that. Hey there, Greg in Florida. Hi, Kathy. Hi, I'm Idaho, right above you. So, I'm going to try and kind of wait for some of the people to come back in and find it here. I don't know why, but I don't know why, but the premiere seemed like it started early because, well, no, actually it didn't because I jumped an hour ahead coming here. So yeah, it would actually have been like 4:30. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I actually missed like the first half of the premiere because I was still getting off to a plane. I thought I'd given myself enough time, but the party it departed late because of some stuff and everything. It was just a nightmare, so I didn't get here as soon as I thought. Hi, Joy. What did I find? You mean in terms of what I saw Travis saying in the live chat in the live chat during the on bank oral arguments? There was something I saw him say that I thought was extremely interesting. So I'm going to be talking about that. I'm just going to kind of let more people kind of get in here. Cindy, did you? Let me ask you this first. Did you actually watch the premiere that that I just uploaded? Thanks, DSP. So okay. So what the on bank review is those of you who aren't fully aware of it is Brendan's lawyers filed a habeas appeal. Judge Duffin or Magistrate Duffin granted it. The state then appealed that, so it went to the Seventh Circuit Court before a three-judge panel at the Seventh Circuit Court, which upheld Brendan's habeas relief. Then the state, Brad Schimmel, basically appealed again, appealed for a for what's called an on-bank review. So instead of just being a three-judge panel, it becomes all of the judges at the Seventh Circuit Court review the case, and then they all together vote on it together. So that's what the on-bank review is, and that's what you were listening to in the premiere. Is you were listening to all of the judges at the Seventh Circuit Court listening to the oral arguments because it was an on-bank review, so all the judges hear it. So that's what it means. I just came in because you're live. Oh, okay. So that's what the on-bank is. Hey there, Travis. All right, we got Travis here. Hi, Bonnie. Let's see, on bank is very rare. It is absolutely very rare. Okay. Okay, grew up in East Haven. Let's see. So how did it go? Thank you for the explanation. How did what go? My trip? You're welcome, Jerome. That's fine. I explained what the on-bank is. Hopefully she gets that now or understands. Hello, music music lover. Hi, Callie. Hi, Karen. All right. Okay, we're at 57. So, all right. So, obviously, I'm going to start. I guess we'll start. I'm going to work up to Judge Sykes. So, one thing is listening to Judge Can. Those of you who are wondering who Judge Can is, Judge Can was the one that was like, so what? That's not what I'm asking you. I know that's not the test, but that's what I'm asking you. Like, he's the one that's always constantly answering, like if he's like a grandpa getting woken up from a nap, and he's like all surprised, like kind of thing. So that's Judge Can, and he's he's something else because first he starts out giving her crap about asking her to explain something, and she tries to say, well, that's not the test. That's not what I'm trying to argue. Basically, is what she's saying. It's like the majority judges were deliberately trying to tell Laura what she was saying and what she was arguing, and Laura was constantly having to say, no, that's not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And Judge Can was one of the worst about that, in my opinion, because he was, so he's asking her, he's like, oh, I know that's not the test. That's my question to you. And you can tell he's getting like frustrated or mad at her. Like, and it's like, well, what do you expect, dude? She's learned that you're supposed to argue in certain ways when you're in front of these multi-judge panels or whatever. And she didn't want to start talking about something that didn't have to do with the test. So I don't see where he had any right to start getting huffy with her. I was just like, oh, dude, this guy, he might be a little too old at this point to be a judge. I think he might be starting to get a little... Erekose, it's hard to listen to. You mean the on-bank oral arguments? No, we don't have the numbers to be a cult yet. Jesus. But Erekose, that is the purpose of oral argument. I explained myself very well, David. I explained myself very well. Is the on-bank a video or just listening? It was just audio. That's why I make it that way, because it's just audio. So I put my own like image on it, and then I just put the audio over that image. So in other words, they didn't let cameras in. Let's see, to David Hamilton, author of Majority Opinion, appointed by the District Court by Clinton, nominated by Obama to the 7th Circuit, confirmed. I'm just saying it isn't supposed to be a chat among friends. Oh, well, maybe so. But like I said, like I was saying is Miss Nyrider was trying to make sure she wasn't arguing things she shouldn't be arguing. So for him to get upset about that, I mean, if he had a question that went outside of this test that they were talking about, and he had a question that went outside the bounds of that, then you go, you know what, I'm sorry, I have a question that's a little bit off topic, Miss Nyrider. Can you answer this for me? Not bark a question at her, and when she goes, wait, I'm not, that's not part of the test, because she's trying to be conscientious in the way that she argues in front of these esteemed judges. Not so sure about the esteemed part for the majority, but anyway, she's trying to make sure she's arguing correctly and doing the right thing. So for him to act that way, to bark at her a question that wasn't about the test that she was trying to talk about. And then when she goes like, wait, what, huh? I'm not supposed to talk about that. He starts getting huffy with her. And like, I know that's not part of the test. That's the question I'm asking you. Right? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I just thought that, I think Judge Can just comes off a little bit, just a little bit. Greg G, stay away from the Kool-Aid. YouTube Red Premium is a godsend. Because what I like about you and the live chats is everything gets explained very well. Thank you, Rock and Johnny. Hey, Erekose, make sure you check between the beds for a body. It's happened before in hotel rooms. Let's see, Kool-Aid. Okay, Michael Ken. Reagan appointed to the District Court and then to the 7th Circuit Court. Diane Sykes, Justice of the Wisconsin Supreme Court, folks. That's the thing that Travis said in the live chat before that caught my interest. And when I start talking about Judge Sykes, you'll see what I had to say. Judge Hamilton, for her off track, didn't do with Luke, disrespectful. Uh-oh. Can you guys still see me? You guys can still see me? Okay. Okay, good. Because my video was freezing up here, so I wasn't sure what was happening. So great. Okay. So, yeah, that's my issue with Judge Can. I mean, he just seemed like he wasn't getting it. Like, he just seemed like he was, I don't know, just a little bit odd. Oh, you know what? Hey guys, should be back now. Okay, you guys, now, hello? Can you see me? All right. Okay, I'm back. We're good. Okay. Had to get my phone on the Wi-Fi. Kind of forgot about that, and hopefully it'll cause a better stream because mine keeps breaking up here. Well, yeah. Couldn't have any witnesses who they threw the body out the window. Welcome back. Thank you. And welcome back to all of you as well. So, all right. So the thing that I thought was interesting, and Travis is putting it all up in here in the chat now anyway, but he mentioned about Judge Sykes. Now, did y'all notice that? What they kind of did to Laura there? You know, Judge Hamilton is like doing the total like volleyball, like he's doing the set, right? He's kind of setting the ball, getting it ready to set Laura up so that Judge Sykes can come in and spike it, right? That's kind of what happens here, because Judge Hamilton starts asking her, okay, if we were to accept this argument or whatever, and we found and we find in favor of you or whatever, what moving forward do you think that law enforcement officers should probably do, you know, to prevent this type of thing from happening? It's a completely hypothetical situation. A completely hypothetical situation. Am I right? Am I right? Can I get a yes in the chat, right? Because, you know, the fact is he's asking her for something. He's asking any notes in it that he's saying, if we were to find your way, what kinds of things do you think law enforcement should do? He's asking a completely hypothetical question. She immediately says, "Oh, well, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to determine best practices." And he's like, "Oh, I know, if we were to find your way, what would you suggest?" So he gets her talking. So she starts to suggest a few things. And then at that point, Judge Sykes comes in there and pounces on her and starts, almost yelling at Laura Nyrider. Like, "That's not what we're here to do. That's not what we do. The Supreme Court AEDPA has been very clear, blah, 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 blah." It's like, she wasn't arguing that that's what needs to be done. She was asked, hypothetically, to offer those things. And so for me, for Judge Sykes to use that moment to tee off on Laura Nyrider after Judge Hamilton had done the little volleyball set to set Laura Nyrider up for Sykes to come in and do that, that's always pissed me off, by the way. You know what pisses me off even more? Is finding out from Travis that Judge Sykes is a freaking former Supreme Court judge in Wisconsin. Suddenly I'm seeing a pattern. It's just unreal to me to find out that she was part of the Supreme Court in Wisconsin. And I didn't know that about her previously. I just thought she was just kind of, mean. But now I can see that she might actually have cause to see it the way she did. I just that one little fact troubles me greatly, that she actually came from the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That seriously bugs me. Oh, it's absolutely, that bugs me big time. That does not sit well with me. Stacked deck, they can't win. Yeah, this is a very bad movie. Wisconsin strong. Ugh, that's messed up. How did anyone miss that? Let's see. Very common career path: Supreme Court to appellate court. Oh, I'm no doubt. But see, the point is that she would be part of. Well, she was part of the Wisconsin Supreme Court, which happens to be the same Supreme Court, Wisconsin Supreme Court, that denied to hear Brendan Dassey's case, even though he was the first juvenile interrogation, or among the very first juvenile interrogations that were recorded due to their decision. A decision that the Wisconsin Supreme Court made is why juvenile interrogations started getting recorded in Wisconsin. So here we have a case of Brendan Dassey where a lot of people have issues with it. And it's one of the very first ones the Supreme Court of Wisconsin orders recorded, and then they won't even review it. And then we get to the en banc, and then we get to this en banc thing, and we got the majority judges representing facts that's saying that Brendan was resisting officers, when the fact that they're pointing out proves that Brendan was buckling under officers. So you see a certain bias, really, to use a fact that isn't a fact, to represent something that isn't what they're representing it as, to do that little move there where Judge Hamilton kind of sets it, and then Sykes comes in and spikes it by suckering Laura Nyrider into answering the question, basically, that Judge Hamilton asked about, what do you think that the police should do moving forward? Hey, you know what? That just irritates the hell out of me, because they had to have done that on purpose, where Judge Hamilton set her up so that Judge Sykes could come in and just pounce on her like that. It just pisses me off. Judge Robner went moderate as she got older, much like Sandra Day O'Connor. Erekose, nice hat. Thank you. Sykes was appointed in the Wisconsin Supreme Court by governor. Totally politically connected. It's a stacked deck. Yeah, it's a very bad movie. Let's see. Very common career path. Anyone else? Buffering. Okay, so you guys are getting some buffering. How's that not a conflict? Did Brendan lawyers know this before the on-bank started? I'm sure they did. Nice hat. Ever been to the headlines in Springfield? No, I haven't. Judge Robner went moderate as she got older. I'm never moving to Wisconsin. I thought they were bringing in another defense attorney with tons of Supreme Court experience. They did, but they didn't get in front of the Supreme Court. So they knew everything about every judge, everything that they've written. Yeah. His case was Laura's baby. What should the police do? Should they follow the training so that they don't get a false confession? Well, my point is not what the police should do. The point is Laura Nyrider wasn't trying to argue what police should do. That's not what she was trying to argue. She got suckered into answering that question by Judge Hamilton. Judge Hamilton pushes her into answering that question. And then when she starts to answer it, Judge Sykes is right there to just pounce and bam. You know, it's just, yeah, so. Not buffering here, not buffering, okay. Okay, good. Erekose, headquartered, not headlines. Oh, no, I don't think I've never heard of it. So yeah, I mean, that was a couple of things. Obviously, I was busy getting off a plane and getting my Uber so I could get to my hotel room and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to watch along with all of you guys everything, but if there's anything about that on bank that you guys want to talk about, I don't know. Let's talk about it. I think Laura Nyrider was the right lawyer. I think she learned a few things from this go around. I think she'll probably, find more success in the future after a lot of the things she learned this time. And I know that sounds sad for Brendan, but it's not, folks. It's like I've been, well, you guys haven't seen my amicus brief videos yet. They're going to start tomorrow. The first one will be tomorrow at 5:30, and then there'll be one on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, to Bass Pro headquarters in Springfield. Oh, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the A briefs. And you guys are going to see that at the beginning of my videos about the amicus briefs that you're going to see starting tomorrow, is that I'm constantly talking about how, don't lose hope for Brendan. And the reason why you don't lose hope for Brendan is because when Brendan was petitioning the Supreme Court, yeah, the Supreme Court dropped the ball. Yeah, the justices at the Supreme Court, may live to regret that decision. But don't give up on Brendan, because when he was at the cert stage, okay, what they call the cert stage, when you're petitioning the Supreme Court of the United States, you petition for a writ of certiorari or certiorari. And what happens when you do that is you're asking the court if they will hear your case. That's essentially what you're doing. You're just asking the court if they will hear your case. It's at the cert stage. That's what they call it for short, the cert stage. You very, very, very rarely ever get any amicus briefs at the cert stage, because most of the entities out there that write the amicus briefs don't want to bother going to all the trouble of writing a amicus brief, which is exhaustive and takes a lot of effort. They don't really want to write them for a case at the cert stage that they don't even know if the court is going to grant cert on it. So usually you won't get any amicus briefs. But with Brendan, because Brendan's case is such a hot button issue, so many people care about it, so many people are paying attention to it, he got 6 amicus briefs at the cert stage. That is something to think about. Trust me, Brendan has people out there working for him, that care about him and have his plight close to their heart. So don't lose faith. Yes, Brendan is in a bad position right now. At this current point in time, he's in a unfavorable position, I'll call it. But Give it time. The people that support Brendan are numerous, and like I say, when you start seeing these amicus brief videos that are going to start coming up tomorrow, you'll start seeing how many people really are behind Brendan, and the strength and the wisdom of those people, and where those people are placed in the actual criminal justice system and things like that. So there's a lot of things to be excited about for Brendan, but so just don't lose heart, don't lose faith. He's in a little bit of a funky situation right now, but that could change. I wish I could do that. Dang it. I felt that I was moved in and shocked on the responses from the court. She was a rock star. Yeah. They pulled him over, had him in a car, and said, "You can leave whenever you want," with no car in Wisconsin in November, right? She is okay, but not a rock star. She will be. 7,000 to 8,000 cert petitions a year get submitted. About 80 get selected to be heard. Absent new evidence, Brendan is out of options. That's what I was talking about. He's in an unfavorable position, David. Why do they always use the horrific nature of the crime to try and bolster their case? Because they know that they're wrong. The majority knows they're wrong. I'm convinced of it now that I know Sykes was a former Wisconsin Supreme Court judge. Holy crap. The Supreme Court didn't give a reason for why. They didn't hear the case, but why do you think they didn't? I think they don't care. I think they just don't care about habeas law or habeas relief, or I just don't think they care about those things, which is unfortunate. What about the debunked evidence used to convict him? All of Belgium is behind Brendan and Stephen. We want to know the truth. Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Not sure how long ago you started, but I'm glad I made it. Hi, Kathy. Still don't understand how, with no evidence, BD was... BD was convicted based upon the confession. Yeah, absolutely. The confession is literally all they got. They use the horror of the case for perspective, but they do care about $36 million. Yeah. Is there any chance KZ gets Steven out? Brendan has a chance. I would think so. And KZ may uncover things that could help Brendan before the end. CL found his confession was evident. His confession was evidence. The details were cooked up by KK and the cops who questioned Brendan. They flooded local media, and there's no way they got an honest, biased jury. In truth, we have no idea. Confession was all they needed. What do his lawyers do in the short term? They're considering their options. Let's see. Erekose, if someone on the channel speaks French, could he contact me to have your videos translated? We could probably help you with that. Jerome, I probably know somebody in Canada that knows enough French that could probably do that. I'll have to look into it. What about debunked evidence used to convict him? Why do they always use? Yeah. Let's see, Erekose, they pulled him over. Yeah. Let's see. I felt she was moved and shocked by the responses from the court. She's a rock star and I love her for what she's doing. Not a knock, just an observation. We have 2 bullets here. SA and BD only needs to hit the mark to release them both. They need expert, steady hands aiming these shots. KZ is one of them for sure. Yeah, Say they prove BOD did it. Unfortunately, I don't think that will help Brendan. Would have to be someone totally separated, in my opinion. Do you think Steve and Brendan will get out? I think there's a good chance of it. Why so dark, Erekose? I'm in Utah. I have no control over this. This is not my studio. um, who? Let's see. You would think TH family would want 100% certainty. You would think, depending on what KZ develops, that could be utilized by Brendan's attorneys as basis for post-conviction relief based on new evidence. Yeah. And Drizzen and Nyrider are probably looking for evidence themselves. They may be looking into some things themselves. It's not bad. It's pretty nice. Gotta love you and leave you guys. Meeting in 5. Okay. See you later, Karen. Is new evidence the same as debunked original evidence in order to get a new trial? No. Debunked original evidence would not count as new evidence. I don't know. I guess it's modern. I don't know. All right. Do you think you liberated a guilter last night? Liberated? Liberated? How do you mean? Is Colburn's activities on November 4th documented? Not sure, but I've always heard that he was off on the 4th. But then again, now we have Mr. What is it? Remlo? Kremlo? Forget exactly what his name was, but Ramlo, I think it was. Anyway, he clearly says he saw Colburn and he was in uniform. So there's some checking to do there. I've not my studio. We got a studio for you right here. We got a studio for you here, right in Wisconsin, where the state laws are made that govern all this. Let's see, car ramrod. I had to pop in and show my love and support. This case is going to drive me nuts, just like everything else, until we find who done it. Yeah, I agree. The DSP's lawyers are part. DSP's lawyers are part of the Juvenile Innocence Project at Northwestern School of Law. They have many cases, but they will continue doing whatever law ethically allows them to pursue. Falcon was at a loss for words with the facts on. Oh yeah, he was. There was a couple times. You notice the way Falcon was really thinking when we told him about Gene Cush drawing a picture of Stephen Avery that didn't look like him at the time, but actually looked like him from a mugshot 2 years previously. He looked like he was shocked to hear that. I was kind of shocked that he was just finding out about that. So I actually think that's interesting. He's going to be looking into that, and he's going to see what's going on there. I think we gave Falcon a couple things to think about last night. So what's happening with my feed here? Dang it. What is happening to my feed? Room 1408. I've been hacked by Lara. Was that purple cake? Okay. So who's Erekose? Erekose is my favorite hero from my favorite fiction. No. After he testified, I don't think so. He had the mugshot. He had the sketch of Stephen Avery hanging in his office. Even after Stephen Avery had been released, he still had it hanging in his office. Yeah, she's making everything purple. So, all right. Well, you know what, guys? Just darker than normal. Kush has passed on. Yeah, he did pass away. something like complications from cancer or something like that. Something like that. Spoke to Blaine Dassey on YouTube. He says he hopes justice will be served. That's interesting. Huh. I've never seen him on YouTube. You're still Atticus Finch to me? Oh, awesome. I like Atticus. So yeah, I mean, I basically wanted to talk a little bit about those oral arguments. I still need to go get something to eat. So, I guess if you guys have any other questions about the On Banc premiere that you want to ask, maybe I'm gonna hang around for maybe 10 more minutes because I'm starving, and so I need to go get something to eat before it gets too late. Plus, my video feed keeps wigging out. So, Brad Dassey is on Facebook. Yes, he is. 2 judges did not participate. The fact is, Manitowoc officials didn't believe S.A. was innocent from the first case kind of proves they are familiar with evidence planting. Because your camera's not working properly. My phone. It's my phone, you guys. I'm going live through my phone, and I'm using my computer to monitor the comments. So it's my phone that's screwing up. So we can go a little longer here while it's gonna let me talk to you. But I gotta go eat anyway, so it might be a good time. There's no jet lag, really. Only 1 hour, only one time zone. Okay, so it looks like everybody's ready to call it a day here. So I might go live after tomorrow's A Brief premiere if you guys want. We'll see. I'll try it again with this setup, and we'll see what we can do here. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe as usual, of course, and we'll see ya.